it's something that like I will never get tired of. I mean, I could watch it 100 times and...
Hi everybody, I'm Chad.
I'm Brandon.
We are back with a high K-pop video, a Brandon special is what we're going to call this one, because we're going through each of our top 5 K-pop songs.
Yes, and music videos from the year 2020.
Right, and so we're going to go through this kind of together. We're going to record this at the same time, but just for simplicity purposes, we're going to show your top 5 in one video, my top 5 in another.
Stoked.
Yes, very stoked.
Yeah, I've been doing, like, seriously, I've probably watched like 10 hours of preparation for this video and switched all my top 5 in and out, so.
Yeah, I've struggled with the same thing, just constantly changing, but we did agree to not have the same songs. We can have the same artists, but not the same songs.
Just no duplicate videos.
No duplicate videos. So we're gonna jump into Brandon's top 5. My video will be the next top 5. Here we go.
We're ready for it. Let's do it. My 5th favorite K-pop music video from the year 2020 is Maria by Hwasa.
Absolutely classic.
So we actually haven't reacted to that on our channel, but I, in my research process, I mean, I have an infatuation with Mamamoo. Like, I think we both do.
So awesome.
And Hwasa's, I mean, there's something about her. She has this special pull about her, like an X factor that you don't see. She has a very unique, like even her look, her swagger, everything about her is just like star power.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And so I loved this video because it was dark. Like a dark concept. It's a very artistic video.
Yeah.
Like I think she's really trying to nail down like art in its most like pure form in music, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not drawn to the dark concepts as much as more like the lighter happy feel, but this video just stood out to me. And like I loved this, I loved the style of it, the sweat sets, like the dancing and the background dancers. I mean, I was totally like fixated on it. I was like, whoa, like even from the beginning, like right when it starts, I'm just like, this is good. Like it's a quality music video. I also love the dichotomy with Hwasa. She's kind of like, in that opening scene, she has like a lollipop sucker, and then she's covered in like blood on her apron. Yeah. It's so like, I don't know, it's so twisted and a little disturbed.
Kind of messed up.
But like, that's why I love it. Like, it's like, it's so artistic and it's so engaging. I think it's one of those videos where like, you're like, I don't know what I should think about this, but I can't look away. And I think that, like, I love that unique spin on it.
In a lot of ways, it's just different, right?
Yes.
And I feel like that's what makes it special is that when you were telling me about it and looking through it together, it's like her artistry is really what's impressive, right? Is that she is like, her art of it just stands out so much. Yeah, and it's very dynamic. You can tell that she was probably the one like coming up with the concepts with the producers of the video. And so I love that. I respect, you know, a form of art in the video. And also I should probably add, I'm kind of judging a lot of this off of like a full production of the music video. Not only the song.
Yes, So I am talking about, and that's the thing what's crazy about doing this is I feel like my top 5 favorite songs could be different than my top 5 music videos.
They
because
very well could be.
I'm totally judging this off of like my top 5 favorite videos, all encompassing of like forms of art, the production quality, like how the artists like express themselves. I'm kind of going on this like full spectrum of like the video itself. My 4th favorite K-pop music video from 2020 is More and More by Twice.
Yeah,
and
very nice.
I don't know what it was. I think when we reacted to this, I was a little bit like surprised and shook by it. And I think I loved it way more than I expected to. And I think it was just, it has like, it's kind of Twice coming into their own. I loved watching this, like, they're obviously very cutesy and very like innocent and delicate, and that's kind of something that kind of makes Twice who they are. But I loved kind of, they put like an edge on it, like almost like a techno like party edge that I hadn't really seen from them up until that point. I loved the visuals. I loved like all the CGI that they had.
That was my favorite part. Yeah. It's just crazy looking.
Yeah, exactly. Like they had like all these animals. It was super exotic. And then I loved, my favorite part is like they literally built like this futuristic techno stage on a real lake. There's nothing I love more than when a group can kind of push the boundary of what they're able to do and while still maintaining like their identity as a group.
Right.
And I feel like Twice did exactly that and more and more. So I really loved it. Maybe some haters.
There's always some Twice haters, but not us.
No, not us. I'm all about it. And that song, honestly, like that is the song that like made me at once, I feel like. And I liked Twice. It wasn't like I didn't like them. I really enjoyed all of their stuff. Yeah. But that song was like, okay, they're trying something new. They're pushing the boundary, and I really respect it. I like that.
Love it.
Okay, so my third favorite is, and it was difficult because I'm like, is this really third? Like maybe it should be higher. But my third favorite music video from 2020 was How You Like That by Blackpink. And I feel weird saying that's like my third favorite. Yeah. I feel like it was so epic. Yeah. Like, and
extremely epic.
And that's what I look for is this epic quality in like the production of the music, like the time that was put in, the thought, the scenery, like the scene changes, the transitions. There's just so much that goes into it. Right. And I feel like Blackpink with this comeback, they really like nailed it. Yeah. Like it was so epic. It kind of, to me, it had a little bit of like the doo-doo vibe of like where there's so much anticipation and you turn it on and you're like, okay, oh yeah, you know? So I loved How You Like That. Obviously, it's such a good song, and honestly, it got better. The more I listen to it, the more I like it.
Right.
But the video itself, first time I watched it, I'm like, okay, yeah. They went all out. They had Trojan horses. Like they had 100 backup dancers. Like the whole thing. I mean, the dance was unique. I loved like almost like the Moroccan twist when Lisa's rapping in the street market. I think that there's so many things to love about it. I mean, even like the costume and the outfits they had were so memorable. Like it's very visual in your mind. It's not a music video that you can just brush aside. It's very memorable. It's very epic.
I think what I loved about that, of course, I'm like this massive Lisa stan. So like her rap in that video, kind of like that part you mentioned before, is one of my favorite parts of any K-pop song of all time.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, I don't know. It's hard for me because I feel like so biased towards Lisa that it's like unfair how I judge like a K-pop. But I love that part. It was a very, very good song, but also what really helps like up the power is just their music videos are so good. They're so intense.
Yes.
Pretty and Savage is just exactly... It's exactly what we want, and it's exactly what we get every time with Blackpink. I'm never disappointed.
Yeah. My second favorite K-pop music video of 2020 is On Kinetic Manifesto Film. I am obsessed with that video, and so many comments telling us, like we had no idea when we watched it, I think the first time, but telling us this was done in one take. And I think
incredible.
That to me, like, whoa. I mean, that was mind-boggling.
Yeah.
And just like the choreography, the dancing itself, like I think it was done in LA, someone was saying in the comments. And it's weird because some music videos, I'm like, I love this insane production, like a Blackpink video, but there was something so like incredible about the simplicity of like the setting they were in, but it was still epic. It was interesting because there was no CGI, there was no like special effects, but it was so like natural talent in like an open space. I mean, it's something that like I will never get tired of. I mean, I could watch it 100 times and it was just amazing.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there because I think what that song did is it really showcases their skill. You don't have these big scene changes. There's no CGI like you said. Yeah. It's just 100% showing the skill of their dancing abilities. You can focus on the vocals. Yeah. And like, it's interesting that they name it like film at the end, right? Yeah, because it feels very just quality film. So great choice. I think it absolutely qualifies.
Yeah. Honestly, like I don't even know what to say when I talk about it because I'm like, it's honestly like I'm speechless when I watch it. But I love the intro too, how fierce and intense it is with like the backup dancers, with like the drums, and we got like the outfits. It's almost like a military like march. They don't even show like the members like for the first little bit. It's just like they're building up this hype of them coming out. Love the contrast with like the white clothing with like, anyway, I mean, the fact that they shot that in one take is, I'll never get over that.
It's incredible.
Ever. It's so insane.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I will say too, I think in my eyes, like Jungkook stood out so much in this video because his dancing, like, I mean, they put him front and center for a reason. And I don't know if he just mastered this dance or this choreography sequence the best of all of them, but he just stood out in my eyes and I was just blown away. I was like, dude, the Jungkook, he's not messing around. Like, he didn't come to play. So he really stood out in my eyes, and I just, can't say enough good things about it. For my number one favorite K-pop music video of 2020, I'm kind of breaking the rules a little bit. We said we weren't going to duplicate artists, but I kind of just had to on this one because it was so epic, and I think about it like on a daily basis since we watched it. But it's Daechwita by Suga. This song, but especially the music video, no, it literally left me shook to the core. Yeah. I think whoever was behind the kind of production of the music video had a vision, and they really executed it well. I mean, the whole thing from beginning to end is so insane. I think I saw a new side of Suga that I had never seen before. I think he just showed this fun side of him that he is like, he's a solo act, and he can stand alone. And even if you just saw that and were like, you would be blown away, even without even knowing anything about BTS. A foreigner watching this would be so impressed. And not just that, I'm a huge rap fan. Yeah. And so mixing the elements, and that's another thing that I kind of like judged my top 5 on. I love when like a K-pop video can do this. They can mix like old school elements.
They had the market, they had like the old palace.
Yeah, right? Yes, exactly. It brought in that like old like Imperial Dynasty feel, but so like the modern take on it with like not only the rap, but you had like the car scene, like the drag racing. Like I don't know, but it was so intense. And I also, something that hooks me in K-pop is the storyline, the story arcs, and there was totally like, I loved the versatility that Suga was able to display in this, of playing two characters. Yes. Like he played like the victim, like kind of the rebel, but he also played like the Imperial King that was like going to execute him. And so I don't even, this is funny because it's my favorite video of 2020, but I don't even fully understand the storyline. Right. But it doesn't matter because like I felt it, like the intensity even halfway through the song, it stops, it's paused, it shows the dramatic, like the head banging, all of the people in the background that were bowed, and they start banging their heads too. Right. I mean, the whole thing is so insane, and the more I watch it, the more I'm like, this is like legitimate art, and this is a movie. Like I would pay to go watch that in a movie theater. Like it was so impressive. I mean, it was visually stunning. I love rap. I love Suga even more now after that. But the whole thing just, I mean, I don't even, again, I'm like trying to find the right words for it, but it was truly like one for the books, and I think it didn't get enough credit. I'm over here like, I think like people loved it, but I honestly think like, yes, it should have even more credit than it was given.
Part that sticks out to me is like when he's sticking his head out the window when the car's driving. I love that part. Don't know what.
So reckless.
There's something about it. Yeah. It's just crazy, and the intensity of it, but yeah, also the historical side of it, where you get to see this old, awesome part of Korea. What an absolute hit. Yeah. I think you're right. Like, you know, whatever attention and credit it got, give it more.
Yeah, that is my number one K-pop music video of 2020, and can't get enough.
So that was Brandon's top 5.
Loved it. Oh, I was so torn. I mean, there were so many honorable mentions, but if I did all the honorable mentions, I wouldn't even be able to like
you could make a full video on honorable mentions.
Exactly. And let us know your top 5 in the comments. I would love to know everyone's top 5.
I'm so curious. I'm sure there's going to be some maybe upset people about things we left out.
And I apologize. I'm just being true to me. Yep. I'm just living my truth. So
that's right.
Yeah, give me your top 5 and we'll go from there.
Okay. Awesome. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks.